Humor is a laughable situation. The laughable situation that is created in the drama, the play proposal, as we have read, is about situation. Situation that is very essentially and practical. I have already told you that the present story, the present drama is a Russian drama. Originally it has been written in Russian language and it has been translated into English. We are reading that English version of the drama. Here the situation is the main villain of the story. Yesterday I have hit upon the very fact that both Lemovo and Natalia was not ready to shed. They were not ready to change. Molting is important, my dear friend. We should know how to mold ourselves. If we could not change the situation like this, the drama that we have read is going to come in our life and we will fail to face them. Here in this play, we can easily find the exaggerations of the incident. The incidents aren't been exaggerated. It has been exaggerated in that way that it appears to be very ludicrous, humorous. So many exaggerated the characters as they were represented, or the characters as they were presented in this drama. The character of Lemovo, the character of Natalia and Chivokos. These characters are exaggerated characters. These characters are rarely found in the society. But as the play is written in Russian language and it is a hit upon Russian marriage system, the culture that they were following, the situation that is created in this drama is quite absurd. Instead of being humorous, it looks absurd. You see, whenever the three main character, that is Lemovo, Chivoko and Natalia, they met, they start quarreling like anything. They forget the simple etiquettes of life. Particularly Natalia's father Chivoko was a short-tempered man and he creates an absurd situation, abnormal situation, unusual situations. We cannot help. There is no laughter is there. There is no humor is there. Rather than it irritates us. It irritates the reader about the behavior of Chivoko. And Lemovo was also adding. Here Lemovo is in a very formal dress. Instead of making the proposal, he indulged into a petty matter. You see, I have already told you, the noble purpose that he came for. He came for the marriage, my dear friend. Marriage is one of the noble purpose in our life. But here, the very meaning of the purpose, the very meaning of the proposal seems to be lost. Instead of making a proposal, he indulged in a petty argument. Petty means what? Very small argument, useless argument with Natala over the ownership of oxen meadow. And the way the two quarrel, as we have read, that the way the two quarrel, it was quite absurd. Of course, sometimes we cannot help but laugh, but the real sense of humor is lost. We are surprised to see that the Chivoko, the father too joins the fray. He also joins the quarrel, and the way they begins, they started accusing each other, absurd words, foul language is being used. So all these things look quite absurd rather than humorous. The word used for one and another in the quarrel is such a word that is a scarecrow, the ghost, the blind head, etc., etc. The blind hand, you see. These were the foul words. Even some abusive language are also used in this drama. Natala also, the behavior of the girl Natala changed. When she comes to know that Lomovo has come for a proposal, she start accusing, she start putting blame on her father. She held her father responsible for the misconduct done, and she proved herself unconscious. Finally, the way Lumova came back and the matter is settled. In hurry to marry his daughter is quite funny. So here if it is said that the humor in the proposal is in fact lost, though there is a humor in display, but this humor becomes absurd humor. We can call it absurd humor. Sometimes humor become what? Sometimes humor become what? It becomes sarcastical. It becomes boring. It becomes meaningless. Sometimes the comedy that we see or the comedy that we read, light comedies are okay, but absurd comedies are not acceptable. Here, in the play, the absurd comedy is being presented. Quite absurd situations are there, and comedy turns into the farce, comedy turns into the absurdity. So in this way, we can say that the play proposal is humorous, but it is a kind of a absurd humorous. Now, the drama proposal, whether it is quite appropriate or not. The title of this drama, what is the title? First of any title, the title of a film, the title of a poem, or the title of the story. From that title, we expect to indicate the main theme of the idea. If any title, the main theme of the drama is to get, the story is to get. In the present play, Lomov comes to make a proposal. He wants to marry Natyala in the whole play. The proposal seems threatened. It seems to be threatened. It seems to lost the purpose, the meaning, and the objective. I have already told you, my dear friend, that you see, proposal, if you want to marry, the objective is very great, because you see, marriages are something that is done once in a life, and it should be a very memorable occasion. But here you see how the memorable occasion turned into farcical. It turns into the joking like things. The audience or the reader, as we have read, we are eager to know that whether the proposal will be made or it will disappear between the fight, between the quarrel, between the petty issues. The two petty issues, the first issue was the oxen meadow, and the second issue was the issue of the dog. The dog, squeezer, and the guest. So these petty issues, the purpose of proposal seems to lost, and the fight between the related characters added absurdity to the play. Even the quarrel that takes place are related to the proposal, but the way Lomov is making the proposal starts the quarrel, and it is the proposal that revolves around the quarrel. Both proposal and the quarrel was going round and round. In the end, the marriage proposal is to help end the quarrel. So we can say that the very drama is what? It is about humor, and it is about the proposal. Now the question is that There are some peoples who quarrel just for the sake of anything. We quarrel without any reasons. Some reasonable arguments, and arguments in anything, any case, is not suitable for us, my dear friend. We should not argue. Rather than, we should keep quiet. And if you want to change, if you want to say something, make it short. And if somebody is adamant, it is better to leave the matter over there and should continue with the goal or the objective that you come for. Here, it is very easy to start quarreling over the trifle, over the petty issues. It is very easy. बहुत ही आसान होता है कि हम किसी टॉपिक्स पर झगड़ा शुरू कर दें. What is the reason? There are different kinds of people that we find in the life. These different kind of the peoples, they find it is very easy to start quarreling. And they start quarreling, they start fighting now and then, time and again. They start quarreling over the trifles, disputes, overthrowing garbages, over some other issues. Here same thing happens in the play proposal. At first, Lomovo, who actually went to marry, he actually want to marry. I told you that he came for with a proposal. He want to marry Natyala, but start quarreling with the about a petty issue, a piece of a land that is Oxen Meadow. Neither of them, neither Natyala nor Lemovo, they were not sure about the ownership. They ignored the importance matter of the marriage. Here you see, they were neither were sure about the ownership, but the importance of marriage or the importance of proposal is ignored. It is brushed aside. So the way they are to become, after the marriage, they should realize that they are going to become a family. But they don't realize the futility, what the quarrel. In fact, there is no futility. Quarreling is not a futile. It is not result oriented. Any kind of quarrel is, so the direct message is that they should come. They do not realize the futility of the quarrel. They start quarreling over their pens, about their pets, about the oxen midi. So that they started the quarrel without any reason. So the quarrel just for the sake of quarreling. So the message of the drama is to simply, we should bury the hatches. We should not be so much quarrelsome. the play Proposal, we could learn from the drama the message that the narrator wants to convey, that we should not lose the importance of any purpose. Importance of any purpose is very important. Here the importance of proposal should be understood. And both the characters, or all the characters that were involved in this drama, they should realize this very fact. But funny thing is that they fail to realize the very fact that they are going to be a family member. So this is what the message, that once we are going to be a family member, once we decided to marry in a family or a girl, shortcomings are natural, my dear friend. Disputes, petty matters are part and parcel of life. But to continue our life, to lead our life, we should not carry these petty issues. We should not mix these petty issues in our life. Whenever there will be petty issues in our life, the life will turn into a troublesome life. So it is my request that you should not turn your life into the petty issues. Now, the next thing, character. The character of Lemovo, Natyala and Chibuko. First of all, the very fearsome, disturbing character was Chibuko, Natyala's father and Lemovo's neighbor. As a father, he is very clever, he is shrewd. He tells Lemovo that he is happy to know that he has decided to marry his daughter. He has no love for Lemovo. He simply wants to be free from his responsibility as a father. But the oily tongue that he used when the Lemovo came to meet Natyala for the proposal, here he used oily tongues as he was shrewd. He was a money-minded person and was in opinion that Lemovo has to come borrow money. He makes up his mind not to lend him money. Otherwise, Chibuko tells the Lemovo that he loves Lemovo like his son, like his own son. Here you see the cunningness, the shrewdness, the business, the money mind people. In fact, Chibuko is a representative of the person who lives who are very normally found in the Russian society. He loves his tempers. He is a very angry man. He loses his temper, and both the time he met, there was foul words, loose words are used. He used foul words. He speaks in a harsh tone. He wants Lomovo to be respect to him, even if he was insulting him, abusing him, and trying to drag him out. He himself uses many harsh words for Lomovo, but he was a typical class of landlords. Typical. Why I am saying the typical class? Landlords in Russian, these kind of landlords are common. And these lords are who takes pride in small matters. Typical clans, landlords who take pride in small matters. So in this way we can say that Chuvoko is that kind of a father. Okay. Now one more important question I want to discuss. As in this heated argument, proposal is forgotten. The meaning of or the importance of proposal is lost. The hero, the central character of the play, he comes to propose Natyala. He starts his proposal in a typical manner. He talks about the good relations as a neighbor. But gradually he indulges into the ownership, a petty issue of the ownership. Natyala objected his calling oxen made his own. A heated discussion, a heated argument continues. Natyala father also joined this heated argument and the quarrel increases. It was Chuboko, he knows the purpose. Natyala was not aware about it. When Natyala learned that Lomova has come to propose her, she dramatically regrets and changed. She blames her father for annoying Lomovo and forced him to bring back. Lomovo came back, but now again they started quarreling about a petty issue about their dog. So this is what from my side. If you have any problem, you may ask. One by one, you may ask your problem. Let us start